Hey, and welcome to a behind the scenes edition of Seven Figure Business Secrets. Hey, yeah, so behind the scenes today, I'm going to take you behind the scenes of something that's absolutely critical to any business, basically. I don't care if you're retail or online or e-commerce or consulting or training, whatever it is, this is critical to your business and you know it. And it's actually how to set up essentially a sales funnel. So how do you find customers and attract them in and basically get them to part their cash and be really, really happy with the product that they've just gotten. And it's just fresh in my mind at the moment because I'm actually doing it for myself on a new product. And I thought, yeah, why not take you through exactly what I've been doing for the past week and yeah, just share with you sort of, what I've been doing and how I've been constructing this sales funnel. And hopefully within there's a pile of information and tips in both what I have done and what I haven't done. So basically the product is, I think I've told you about it before, but if I haven't, it's a membership forum, and it's the It's My Time Mastermind group, and basically it's for entrepreneurs and business owners who absolutely want to have an incredibly successful business fast. And previously I had a training course which had all the information in there, all the information. But I was reading a stat about training courses online, and they're saying that less than 1% of people actually finish training courses online. I thought, hang on a second, I know my rates are better than that, but if that's the trend, and apparently it's getting less or even less and less, if that's the trend, and I want people to be successful and actually have their own business, well then I actually want people completing my course. So what on earth's going on? So I had a look at it and decided, actually, do you know what I need to do is, yes, I'll have the online course, but what I also want to have is a support network. Because what I found out from just talking to customers and potential buyers was that they fear this course, and they know that what'll happen is they'll get 3/4 the way through or a third of the way through and come up with a problem or not understand something and lose heart and stop. And I talked to a few people who've actually bought my course before, and they're saying, oh yeah, but what I did was I emailed you and you emailed back, and I thought, oh, hang on a second. So actually what's really important is not just to have the course, but you need to have backwards and forwards. You need to be able to say, I have this, I tried to do that, it didn't quite work, what's next? And I need to be able to tell you, oh yeah, no, you've just misinterpreted that. And they went, yeah, that's it. And I thought, okay. So what I'm doing is converting my online course into essentially a membership. So for X amount a month, you actually get access to the course, but also you get access to the forums. There's a forum of like-minded peers in there as well. And most importantly, you get access to me. So actually I will actually answer your questions there for you. So it's quite cool. I'm very excited about it. But this is the first thing I want to talk to you about. Was it's not just me that's excited about it. So I was originally excited about it all by myself. But what I've done over the past sort of 2 or 3 weeks is I've had lots of cups of coffee, lots of phone calls, lots of lunches and breakfasts with different people I know, and both people who be like potential customers, existing customers, and people who know the market, to figure out, okay, is this just a Keith brainwave that actually has no legs, or does this have legs? Is this a potential product? And I just want to emphasize to you, it's so important, because we all have brilliant ideas, and sometimes they're not brilliant ideas. I don't know about you, but I come up with what I think are brilliant ideas until someone says, hey, did you not think about this? And I realize, oh, that was terrible. So that's what I was doing, was just making sure that this product is a good product. So all the feedback is, yes, this is brilliant. People would love to have a successful business. The problem at the moment is that they can get sort of information products, but they can't really get the support and the ongoing help to get them from A to B. And my A to B is getting from a struggling dream to a cash machine. Yeah, so you've heard that before from me. So that was number one. I've got a product, and then it started working backwards, going, okay, well, if I just go to someone brand new who doesn't know me, you guys know me, right? But imagine if you didn't, and I said, hey, I'm Keith, I've got a great course, it's a membership program, just sign up. Yeah, it's the big no of practically every business. You never ever do that, because what you've actually got is you've got two problems. Sorry, just reversing here. You've got two problems that you've got to overcome. You've got to, first of all, can you hear me when I'm talking backwards? Yeah, you've got to first of all figure out well, where are your prospects? Where are your potential customers? Yeah. And that is completely different to selling to them. So the first job you got to do is find out where your customers are and get them to say, hey, I'm over here, here's my email, or here's whatever. I'm potentially interested in your products. Yeah. So that's the prospecting engine. So I had to set up, figure out, okay, how do I get someone who's potentially interested in starting up a business or has a business and needs to grow it? How do I get them to say, hey, Keith, I'm over here. So the way you do that is essentially, or in my world, but I believe it works in all worlds, is you offer them a bribe. You offer them something of interest to them, something that will help them to go, oh, okay. So if you're in retail or in supermarkets, you know the way you walk around and sometimes they've got this little stand and someone's there got all these little toothpicks of cheese, little yogurt dishes, and you test them. That's them saying, hey, for free, have a test of this, and if you like it, you can get more. Well, that's what I'm doing with my thing. I'm doing almost the exact same. I'm saying, actually, here's if you want to go from A to B, here's how it works. Here's the plan to do it. And I mean, it's the exact plan. And I showed them how to do it. And I've got 4 cool videos that I was shooting this morning that actually takes you and says, actually, no, here, go. You can now do it yourself. You've got the information. So that is if you're interested in doing this, give me your email address and I'll give you all of this really useful content. And then so I now have an email address. And now what I need to do is figure out, okay, how do this email address, this person behind the email address, they mightn't be ready to buy or to join my membership program right this second because there's 101 million other things in their lives, yeah? And the facts are that only about 15% of people who actually need your products are ready right now to buy them. 15% only. The other 85% need your products or maybe even want your products, but they're not able to buy them right yet. And about 50% of them will take about 18 months to be finally available for them or ready to purchase them. And that's true across almost every industry. They have the same sort of cycle time. So cars are probably a bit longer. Houses are a bit longer than that. Houses are about a 10 or 15 year cycle. And food is a bit shorter. But on average, it's between a year and 2 years that 50% of your potential prospects will be available to buy. So it's really important that when you're setting up a system that you put up the lead magnet to get someone to go, yeah, and you get your email address, you put in a process that mines them for the next year or so and keeps them educated and gives them more useful information. And then you put in your process that when they're ready, yeah, not when you're ready to take their money, when they're ready to give you the money, that they have a really good opportunity, a really great offer to go and try out your products or services. So my really great offer is for $1, they can get access to essentially $4,000 worth of training materials and access to me for a week as well. So I think it's a really good offer. And the people have been sort of running it past going, yeah, it is. But I don't know yet, right? I'm not naive enough to think that me and all these experts I've been working with, that we fully know everything. So what I'll be doing now for the next 2 or 3 weeks is piloting it. So we're going to be buying a few Facebook ads and we're going to be trialing different sort of wordings and different sort of headlines to see if someone's going to click on that ad to then go to the landing page, which has my great offer of, hey, here's how you create a business, and they get those really cool videos, which then gives them the offer of, when they're ready, here's the $1 offer to actually join the membership club. And this is how we can best help you get to, that exactly place where you want to be. Now, that's the strategy behind it. That's how it works. So if you're looking to sell something, and I don't care if it's online or offline or whatever, you need to be doing the same things. You'd be thinking of, well, what is the product that I have and what's it actually the problem it's trying to solve? Is it good? Find out now if it's good or not. Go and ask, yeah? Secondly, figure out, okay, I now know it's good for these types of people. Well, find out how you're going to attract them so that they not buy it, so that they say, hey, I'm one of those types of people who potentially down the line might buy it, yeah? And then the third thing is once you know that person and you've delivered amazing value, you've given them the freebie, cheese stick, or whatever it is, whatever is amazing value in your world, is then and only then do you say, hey, if you're interested in more, or if you're interested in getting there faster, or if you're interested in less hassle, or if you're interested in something that's good for them, you say, hey, I have this. Are you interested? Yeah, and here's an amazing offer to tempt you. Right? Does that sound good? Does that sound too complicated? Does that sound really entrepreneurial woo-woo? I don't think so. It's normal, basic stuff. It's just once you understand it and once someone lays it out for you, yeah, it is dead easy. It's dead easy. So don't ever get worried about or fearful about, how do you sell something nowadays. It's so straightforward. You just got to remember the steps, and don't be blinded by all this woo-woo science out there at the moment. God, if I hear another advert for an evergreen webinar, oh, God forbid. Does my head in every time you see these little tactics and you realize they're no good for most people. But you know me, I'll tell you what's good for you. So the good thing for you is think about the strategy, think about what I've just gone through over the last few weeks, and think about how do you apply that to what you've got. If you've got all those steps in, you're doing well. If you've got those steps in and it's not quite delivering for you, it's not that you've got the wrong steps. You just need to tweak the steps. Just tweak them again. Go back and forward, and you get it working. And if you're just trying to sell straight, yeah, come on, you're missing 85% of the audience. That's probably why you're not. That's probably why you're working much harder than you should be working. Right, hope that helps. I am off again around. I've just got to go and visit a client. Actually, a really cool client. Really like this client. Yeah, I better not say too much because then all my other clients will be going, it's not me. And if I don't say too much, all my clients will be going, oh, that is me. Yeah. So if you're listening, it's you. Yeah. Okay. See ya. Have a brilliant rest of the day. Talk to you soon. Bye.